a transition section working on foundation and core. And for me, the transition section is in between the warm-up and the more dynamic section. So what we're really doing is working to integrate, finding our core strength, using the earth to connect to our core, not just gripping in the muscles, right? So that we get stability and mobility. We don't get that rigid sensation of putting too much effort into it. So I'm going to take you through a sequence. The first round will be easier, the second round will be a little bit more challenging. So just adapt to what you need to do and take a break whenever you need to. So starting on all fours, just start by having a little wiggle, little play. Take the hips in circles in one direction and then in the other. Maybe you want to do a little cat and cow, or taking the rib cage from side to side. Anything that feels appropriate, just to kind of wake up, stimulate some energy in the body. If you haven't warmed up already, then take an extra bit of time here just to make sure that you don't feel any sense of stiffness or tension, trying to get rid of the tension. And then gradually bring yourself to a neutral position with the hands underneath the shoulders. And then press all 10 finger pads down as if you were going to leave fingerprints in the mat. And then think the very center of the palm kind of sucks up slightly. It's just a slight sensation so that the arm bones rise up. You get that energy of pushing down into the earth to rise up into the shoulders. Then use that energy to take the shoulder blades down the back. Keep the navel lifted in. Push down into the tops of the toes and you'll feel the thighs start to activate. Lift up from the navel again. Send the tailbone towards the back of the room, right? So this is our neutral position. This is our stable structure. At the same time, it's not rigid. I can still move with it, but I'm energized through the hands and the feet, through my foundation, in order to access all the muscles in the core. These are all the main stabilizer muscles. So neutralize the neck and take a deep breath in and stretch your right leg back and away. Just notice what happens. See if you shifted in the shoulders and try to keep the weight central. Take another deep breath in here. And as you exhale, bring your knee to your nose. As you inhale, touch the knee down in between the thumbs. And then exhale, squeeze it up again. Inhale, take it down. Exhale, squeeze it up. Lower abdominals have to work. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze it up. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze it up. Once more. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze it up. Then inhale, stretch the leg back and away. Lift it a little bit higher now and take the chest a little bit forward. Draw the elbows in and drag the hands back. 3 little baby bends. As you exhale, a little lower. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, a little lower. Inhale, straighten. Don't collapse the shoulders. 1 more time. Then straighten up. As you exhale, place the right toes down. Turn to the sole of the foot and then place the left foot underneath your left shoulder. And opening up to the right side. Keep the shoulder blades moving down the back and push the left foot down. Draw the navel in, draw the mula bandha, pelvic floor in, and then see, can you float the right leg up as well? Keeping everything lengthening away and drawing in at the same time. 1 more. And then exhale, place the right foot down. And exhale, place the right hand down. And come back to all fours. You might want to wiggle that out a little bit if your shoulders got a little bit tight. And then again, see if the next time you do it, you can keep yourself from hunching your shoulders forward, but drawing them back. So you're activating through the central core. This is the obliques and the serratus, the lats. Okay, they're all going to help you. So find that neutral position again. Finger pads, toe pads. Think of the toenails leaving marks in the mat. And then inhale, stretch the left leg out. Keep the navel in. And as you exhale, knee towards the nose. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, squeeze it up. 1 more time. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, stretch it all the way back. Now keep the shoulder blades down. Just lean forward so the chest comes forward more. And now we're going to fire up the backs of the arms, the triceps. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Place the left foot down, turn it to the sole of the foot. Right hand comes underneath the right shoulder. So try to keep everything in a straight line. If that really takes you off balance, just swing your leg back, swing that central leg back so you've got more of a kickstand. Okay, reaching up to the sky, keep the shoulder blades moving down, draw the tailbone towards the back heel, lift the navel up, and then see, can I float my left leg off the floor? Again, if this is too much, just keep the foot on the floor, but keep breathing. A little bit of Mula Bandha, that's your pelvic floor lifting in and up. One more. And then exhale, place the left foot down, place the left hand down, come back to all fours, have a little wiggle. And again, any tension you created there, just wiggle it out. We're just releasing fascia, right? We're just moving the fascia around so that we don't create stiffness. Then, place the hands on the floor, interlace the fingers, and then step the right leg and the left leg back. Okay, so this is forearm plank. If you can, take your hands apart, but it's a little bit easier with the hands interlaced together. Lift up from the navel and just start making some small circles with the pelvis. Again, this is activating universal core, keeping the heels kicking away, keeping the thighs strong, and pressing the arms down. And then holding it still, drag the elbows back and try to get the chest further forward, but kick the heels away and lift the thighs up. Then exhale, lower the pelvis, take the elbows a little bit further forward for sphinx. Push the tops of the toes down, send the tailbone towards your heels. Think about the baby toes, maybe you can activate the baby toes as well. Then imagine you're dragging your elbows back so that your rib cage moves forward and slide the shoulder blades down the back. And looking straight ahead, keep the back of the throat spacious. Keep the eyes soft, even though you're focusing on one point. And keep the breath nice and even, breathing into the sides of the rib cage. That gentle lift in the navel, especially on the exhales. And then on your next exhale, lower everything down to the floor. Place the hands next to the chest. Push yourself back. Tuck the toes under and think long through from the hands all the way to the sit bones. Nice long line, and then slowly unfold into your downward facing dog. So you're not hunching up around your shoulders to get to downward facing dog. When you're there, take a few moments to just pedal through the legs, wiggle through the hips, waking up through the hamstrings and the calves and the low back. And then just moving into stillness. Thinking all 10 finger pads moving down to lift up the arm bones. Then the arm bones plug into the shoulders. The shoulders support that movement by engaging through the core. So through the obliques, the serratus, the lats. And the toes stay alive so that the legs stay engaged. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, bring the big toe joints together. Inhale, stretch the right leg back and away. Now keep drawing the femur bones in. Keep pressing the toes, not the toes, but the ball of the foot away. So the foot stays really alive, and keep the arms really active. Taking a deep breath in here. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale down, exhale up. One more time. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale, push the leg back and away. Exhale, bring it back underneath the belly, but then slide the right foot beyond the left hand. Roll to the sole of the left foot and reach up. This is a variation of vashisthasana. As you exhale, bend both knees. Move the hip towards the right heel. And then inhale, expand it away. Exhale, soften it down. Inhale, power it back up. Two more times. Exhale, soften it down. Inhale, power it back up. Once more. Exhale, soften it down. Inhale, power it back up. Push down to the earth. Maybe you can even lift your right leg off the floor. It's just an option. And then exhale, find your plank, and then shift back to downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths in downward facing dog just to realign the spine, get the rhythm back to the breath, and reconnect to the earth. So the more you start to reconnect whatever's working down into the floor, it really helps you activate the core muscles so that you don't end up just dumping weight into the heels of the hands, into the shoulders, into the knees, or into the hips, depending on what pose you're in. And then bring your feet together. Inhale, lift the left leg. And again, send the femur bones in, so the thigh bones move in towards the hips, and keeping that left foot alive, keeping the arms alive, expanding away. And as you exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, up. One last time. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Then inhale, push it away. Exhale, bring it underneath you and slide the left foot beyond the right hand. Go, move to the sole of the right foot, reaching up. Exhale, bend both knees. Inhale, power it up. Exhale, soften it. Inhale, lengthen it. Exhale, soften it. Inhale, lengthen. One more time. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lengthen. Hold it here. Maybe you can float your left leg up, pushing down into the earth. And then exhale, find your plank. Take the chest forward. 3 little baby bends. Exhaling, bending. Inhale, straighten. Keep it moderate. And then exhale all the way to the floor. So with our chaturangas, we don't want to bend the elbows any more than 90 degrees. Get yourself comfortable. We're doing a variation of Shala. So send the legs away. Push the tops of the toes down. Include your baby toe because it's going to help you activate through the outer hips so you can send your tailbone down a little bit more. Lift the navel in gently, reaching both arms out like Superman or Superwoman. And then inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, lift the arms. Exhale, squeeze the elbows in towards the waist. Inhale, stretch it away. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, stretch it away. Exhale, squeeze it in. One more time. Inhale, stretch it away. Exhale, squeeze it in. Hold it here for 3. Try to get the elbows in. 2, the thumbs up. 3, the toes down. 4, I think I said 3. So now we're on extra overtime. And then exhale, relax the forehead onto your hand. Have a little wiggle. And then place the hands next to the chest. Tuck the toes under. Start by sliding the shoulder blades down first. Then inhale, move forward and up. Upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. From this downward facing dog, bend the knees, look in between the hands. Step or jump your feet in between the hands. Keep them hip distance apart and fold forward. Grab a hold of your elbows and just bend right knee, then left knee. So releasing in the low back. Releasing in the hamstrings, calves, and then holding stillness. You might want to grab a hold of the back of the ankles or the calves, or even try a vashisthasana standing on your hands. We're just going to stay here for 5 breaths. Engaging through the thighs, lifting the navel up towards the spine, keeping the back of the neck nice and long. Keeping the breath nice and even. One more breath. And then inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, release the hands. Take the hands to the hips. Soften in the knees. And roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Head comes last. Bring the big toe joints all the way together. You can keep the ankle bones apart. Bring the hands in prayer position in front of the heart. close the eyes and just arrive in the body once again. Just get the sensation. What does it feel like to be in this body now?